I feel great. This is my favorite part of what I do. Hi, are you Heather?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Sheets with BAYADA. I'm the Chief Clinical Officer. We're here to recognize you for Nurses Week.
I'm originally from the East Coast, and I was working in pediatrics over there, and then when I moved here I knew I wanted to work in pediatrics. But even before that I lost my grandmother, and I was in a nursing home, and while I was visiting her I had asked if I could feed another patient that was there, and they told me no, and I couldn't understand why, because they had so many people had their hands tied, and that was when I decided, hey, I'm going to go for nursing.
And so this rock star we're going to see, her name is Heather Nagel. She's an LPN. She has been a nurse for 4 years and 7 contest tickets. Everybody speaking about willingness to pick up shifts, great personality, very flexible. Specifically, the family speaking about her taking the time to get to know the siblings, the ones that aren't our client, and taking the siblings with the client sometimes so that the parents can go out for a little breather. So
we had been trying to get Saturday nursing for a while, and it's really hard if it's not a heavy requirement for a family to have nursing there on a Saturday, to get nurses to be like, oh yeah, I'll give up my Saturday to come in. And so then when Heather started working in our home, she kind of realized really quickly that that was something that we had been missing. And so it was probably 1.5 years since Tobin was born that Fred and I actually got to go on our first real date again. We've done once a month probably since Heather's been here, and that's been amazing to reconnect and have that time again.
I really love my job. I'm very happy to go to work every day. It doesn't feel like a job. I'm doing something I love and I'm getting paid to do it. It's kind of how it's like that little perk at the end.
it's perfect when you can do something that you love doing and just happen to make a living at.
My husband actually, we moved here for his dream job, and so I get that you need to find happiness in what you do, to be happy doing what you're doing for the rest of your life. So.
And so your inspiration, you would say, like, your driving force is what?
I like making a difference in the kids' lives that I work with. I love them like I would my own. BAYADA St. Paul office has been really wonderful. It's easy to have a family and work.
Happy Nurses Week!